Good evening. Welcome to Total Party Recap, TPK Roleplay's content recap and talk show. My name is Tyrant, and I am one of three hosts for this show. Joining me are Turk and Heck, your second and third hosts from now into perpetuity, as well as a very special guest, Chrissy. For all of our first-time viewers and listeners out there, let's go around the table and introduce ourselves very quick, starting with Turk.
Hello, everybody. I am Turk. I'm a player, GM, and nasal passage surgery aficionado here at Total Party Recap. I am not fully back, recovered, nose-wise. I just don't have the wrapping on. So, it might make a reappearance if my nose decides, hey, I want to bleed everywhere again. But we're going to try real hard, think positive thoughts that that's not going to happen. But until then, we're going to squeeze all the wonderful content out of this week and no, not a good metaphor. It's gonna be great.
Nope.
We're gonna all
Mhm.
talk about all the goodness that happened this week and process it right on down uh, to send it directly into your veins like anesthesia. Except you won't fall asleep. You'll be more hype and it'll be fun.
Thank you, Turk.
Heck save me.
Okay, that was an intro. Hello, lovelies. It's me, Sir Heckalot. Um, yeah, you already know who I am. We had a really crazy week of things coming back from longer hiatuses, like a month for at least two of these, and it's gonna be really fun to talk about them coming back, almost like old friends, and I'm super excited to talk about it. But let's hand it on over to our guest.
Yeah, hey guys, it's Chrissy again. Day 2 in a row. Here we go. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm super excited. I haven't seen some of the content all the way through, so I'm hoping that you guys have tons of spoiler clips so that I don't have too much anxiety when I'm rewatching them later down the road.
We
Um,
would never.
but yeah, I'm super excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And once again, I am Tyrant, GM, staff member, player, and host for TPK Roleplay. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Dr. Tyrant. A little background on Total Party Recap. This show was designed with the busy viewer in mind. We understand that not everyone has the time to consume all of TPK's content, so we are hoping this show will be an answer to that need. We will be recapping and talking about each stream and event that happens at TPK every Sunday at 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST. Tonight will be a normal run of our show where we will be recapping one week of TPK's content. This week's episode will cover December 7th through 13th. If you, the viewers, have any questions during the episode that you might want answered about some of the content or just have something you'd like us to talk about, feel free to say so in chat and we will do our best to incorporate that into our discussions. All right. Now that we have all of formalities out of the way, how about we dive into tonight's episode? Hello.
Yeah,
How are you?
we vibing.
Those
Yeah.
things
We
my
vibing.
nose.
Just a lot. Mhm.
This is good already.
Purple, thank you.
Well, thank you, Purple Phil. We will get to you after this commercial break. Before we get into tonight's episode, I just want to go around the table and see how everybody's doing, because this weekend was crazy, but this week was even crazier, huh? Turk, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good. Oh no! Don't worry about that on my account. Look, I just had someone go and cut into my nose and correct some deviated septums, and it was great. Which is it's not something you anticipate being on stream and doing. But you know, it's presented a unique challenge. Gave me a lot of material to work with in regards to characters, just the one character. But you know, It's no, it's good. I really enjoyed everything I was in. I think there was some absolute madness, some absolutely super engrossing stories, and I mean,
Yeah,
it's look,
that's one way to put it.
there's already some shenanigans occurring just with how we're gonna recap this next episode, but
You
I
know,
will be very interested. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like it was a solid week of TPK excellence.
it was. It was. It's very on brand for the kind of madness that sometimes happens.
Yeah, we have-
Turk, did you pull in for like each of the shows? Did you pull in like my character broke their nose, or like was there, or it's a breathing apparatus in the Star Wars universe or something?
Thankfully, I only was in Star Wars after this,
Oh, okay.
which is really bad because like it was the day after surgery, which I should have been like, oh yeah, you know, I'm gonna be, still recovering. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm like, it's only nose surgery. How bad could it be?
Well, you need to breathe. So
Yeah, so
You
there's
do.
that.
so I did
You
I
need to
did work it
breathe.
in, and we could well, so here's the thing. I've been breathing through my mouth this whole time.
Oh, buddy.
And
There it is again. There's that tone.
Turk, imagine
Totally
how
don't mean
different your life is going to be. It's going to be just
It's
so
gonna be
much
great.
better.
there is a point in my life before like senior year of college where I could breathe through my nose and not have it have the entire tri-state area aware of it. And I'm very excited to get back to that. Also, everyone's going to realize I don't normally sound as nasally as I do. That was because I was broken.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
that's the way to put
do you,
it.
just so if you have that, does that mean you snore at night? Are you like a really loud snorer?
No, believe it or not.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't believe so. I just do the other normal thing and talk in my sleep about like nonsense topics like peanut butter. I've been told I talk about peanut butter a lot, which is what works. It works for me. I like peanut butter. So,
Interesting. I
I don't know.
mean, peanut butter is pretty good. Interesting.
Peanut butter is great. Thank you very much.
It is. Peanut butter pretzels, like the pretzels filled with peanut butter.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. If there was a normal food substance you could be illegally addicted to, it would still be my drug of choice.
Chrissy, once again, you're getting compliments in chat, and I just want to draw attention to the murder plant behind you.
Oh, yeah. So here, I'll bring it closer.
Yes. Yes. No! Look at it. Oh my god, I want one so bad. Feed me.
So I also have this one.
You are seen, heck. Is it eyeballs? Oh,
Look at him!
I swear to God.
Oh my
you
goodness.
should repot them in like a dual, like a staircase planter, where like
Oh.
the murder one can be in the bottom, but the eye stalks like curl up over the top, so it looks like one big plant. I think that'd be kind of cool.
I don't think that you can, but that would be phenomenal.
Dang.
I feel really wild holding these though. This is a hell of a handful. And maybe I'll just keep this one here.
That's
There you
okay.
go.
We're okay with that. And heck, anything happen? Anything non feed me related?
Why would you say it? That makes it worse. Okay, I just gotta breathe. I just gotta breathe. Okay. Okay, I think I'm good. Yeah, there's not like a ton of things that happened for me this week. Other than we got a tree this week and decorated it finally, almost halfway through the month. But we have a tree now, and it's very nice. And my cats love to sit under it, so it's all good.
That's one thing, and I'm in that weird point of my life where this is like the first year-ish away from, traditional family setting, just off on my own. and it's weird not having all of the like decorations and the tree and all of the holiday activities and all of that kind of stuff, and it's hard to do that by yourself. So it's nice being able to have some semblance of that when we come together and do things like what we did on Monday for the Harpers.
You mean Tuesday?
Yes,
buddy.
that is exactly what I meant.
I was going to say, buddy, today.
I really liked watching those wheels turn. That was good.
It's been a week.
It's still 2020. Don't worry.
Hey guys, you remember? Yes, it was the Monday of the TPK week of what happened on what was JK's thing was supposed to be on Monday, wasn't it?
We were supposed to have.
That is correct.
To have Whitechapel, Blackchapel.
Yes, correct. Okay.
Hole in the ground chapel.
Yes. Hole in the ground.
The crater chapel.
Okay. Hey everyone. Just so we can move past me forgetting what day Harper's is on. Hey, heck, you wanna talk like a news broadcaster?
Coming to you live from the TPR studios.
Yes, coming to you live. Hold on. I can do a bit. Hold on. We got the mic here. We got this. Okay. This Tuesday on Harper's. Gosh, guys, I don't know if you can see all this coverage here back from where you are, but it is absolutely insane. This group of adventurers that came to be part of a festival found just everybody frozen. We don't know what happened except for this one kid. Do you want to talk, kid? No, he doesn't want to talk.
It's really cold, and there's a mean lady that froze all these people.
It was absolutely insane. So our adventurers went to see what happened and ended up in the kitchen, and they're, oh my god, the gingerbread men are coming back. We gotta run.
Oh my god.
No, any foley, guys? No, okay, it's fine. Okay, perfect. So they ran.
I don't know why I went Murlocs there, but
it's fine.
We're
went with you on it.
We're doing it live, quite literally. So they run into this basement and find a bunch of will-o'-the-wisps and a strange statuette of a fox that kept telling them riddles, and no one could really solve all of them within a round, and kind of stole one of the party members' names, which, was interesting. It was a disaster. And so they eventually made it to this icy cave, and oh god, here comes the dragon breathing again. Holy. Perfect.
Good.
This is madness. This is madness. Oh god, here come all these good and bad tables. Also, the sound of a cash register would also be applicable here. Oh man. And at that point, one of the adventurers was smart and made the dragon afraid, and he ran away. Oh god, there he goes down this icy tunnel. We gotta follow it.
Oh no.
I don't know why, but I'm a reporter that has no regard for life, so I'm gonna keep going. So we're running down there, and we see this.
Oh, your connection's getting a little choppy. Your connection's getting a little choppy out there. Let's go to Turk in the TPR channel helicopter for an overview of the scene.
1 second. I think I have a background for this. Oh, it's kind of madness down there with all the everything's kind of going a little crazy. I mean, we got a lot of frozen people. They're not moving anywhere fast. I mean, if you've got to commute to get to some villain or villainess, I mean, you're really going to have to trudge through. But the good news is there's some great moments and a lot of madness here. But, frankly, Whew, wow.
And how's the weather out there, Turk?
Oh, it's cold. It's very
Oh, how
cold.
cold? How cold?
It's
Ice cold.
yeah.
Cold enough to
Cold
have
as
a
ice.
character go out as they lived,
Ah,
like the clip for today.
perfect. Good
Here's some live
transition.
coverage of
Gonna land and play the
some live
clip.
coverage.
And now it's a sports.
All right. Let me get that.
Thank you, Purple Phil. That was actually really fun.
I'm okay with this. I went out how I lived.
Recklessly.
Talking shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I mean,
And that is a true story of the hive mind of chat, the chat collective coming to both save and greatly hurt the adventurers that are giving us this entertainment. I hope you enjoyed our coverage of whatever that was by the Harpers.
Hey, listen. Just like here at Total Party Recap, we like to have fun in the Harpers. And even though it was hectic as shit, we still ended up having a ton of fun.
It was so fun.
And
Like, oh my.
How frustrating was it for you guys with the riddles? I watched up to a certain part, and I was watching, I think, Turk and Tyrant. Both of your brains just like,
Yeah, the two
So,
of you were the most frustrated. Like,
so my character had a 7 intelligence,
oh, bud, yeah.
and so if you watch it again, I get the first one, I don't get the second, I get the third, I miss the first, get the second, miss the third, get the fourth, and then it's like it comes down to the fifth because you only need 3 out of 5. And there's a moment where you'll watch my face on the fifth question where I'm just like, and I had gotten the answer and I just chose not to say it.
you what?
Oh.
intelligence dump that playing
Turk
too.
just
It was
got
great. I
insta
support
angry.
I get it.
I was
Way
like,
to
I
character
don't know.
Okay, but his voice, Nook's voice, was my favorite. It was so funny. It was so good.
Nook and Charlie are just the best boys.
I agree.
So those are not the characters you guys are going into Harper season 2 with, right?
Well, Nook definitely isn't.
You know,
now.
Well,
I know.
Nook's dead.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about
If you
that
want to
bit.
know what happened,
Spoilers.
you gotta watch the episode.
Hashtag spoilers.
But there are some characters that will not be reappearing in Harper's season 2. No, as far as I'm aware, I don't think that's anyone's chosen final characters. Just to say nothing else, because those are level 5, and we will be starting much lower level.
Ah, okay.
So, as much fun as Brother Emilius was to proselytize to the masses, Nook left a crater in the Feywild. He left a mark on this world.
Yes, Gold, there is a great place where people can see all of the previous episodes, and that is on our YouTube, which is now linked in chat.
Yes, and also if you check out our Patreon, there's a bunch of in-between session RP that's like extra homework, so you can understand why everyone is crying at the end.
And our Patreon is
Free.
No,
So you're
No.
sorry, I thought you were gonna link it. Yeah, you're like, and it's also in the chat. It's free.
also linked in
Hey,
chat.
there
Thank you, Nipper.
Thanks, Nipper. Yeah.
I was so confused.
I was waiting.
We're professional,
But yeah,
right?
Harper's is always super fun to play, and this one in particular, just the pure madness. I mean, I came in with like I'll be quiet and like talk and kind, and by the end, you go full Southern Baptist preacher.
It was perfect. You have to continue with that now. It is.
Praise.
It
Hail
was-
death.
Yes,
Um,
your,
I
Gonna be
still
the next
really think-
recap. We have to talk about it like that.
your character choice, Turk, was very, 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 very good, and I
Yeah.
appreciated
Thank
it.
you. I wanted to play a cleric because you know what, haven't done one, but it was really good. It feels good. I get it now. Heck, it feels good for everyone to be alive because of you and
Mhm.
chat, but also because of you. You feel this power over life.
Yeah,
and death.
it was kind of nuts having a bard, 2 clerics. What was the other one?
Druid.
Druid,
Druid,
with
yeah.
healing
and
abilities.
a barbarian.
Mhm.
It was weird having one like damage dealer.
Who, then
great.
gets absolutely enamored by a jar that says lobster tears, but you know.
We don't
Yep.
know what it is.
Hey, welcome to TPK, where we have good and bad tables, and the bad tables outweighed the good.
They did by quite a bit, and that's mostly because of one player that happened to be a glutton for punishment. But
Yes. There was a moment where Noir was he was talking shit in character and as a player towards chat, and I was just like, whoa.
he has no fear. He has absolutely no fear. That's what scares me.
He's just like, bring it on, give me all the bad tables.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
He's a really funny as a kid. Like,
Oh
just
my gosh.
depending on which game you get him in, it's like so wild to see the difference between him in the Bard's Refrain and then seeing him in like something like that, or even some of his antics when he's in the Curse of Strahd game.
Yeah.
Right? They're
Just
all like different
wild.
brands of chaos, but they're all chaos.
Yeah.
I think it's been said plenty of times before, but the most amazing thing to me about Noir is not just his characters and how like pure chaotic, wonderful energy they bring, but the fact that the plans they make work. Like he has undoubtedly some form of Fey patron, or he is himself a Fey.
Absolutely.
I think it's the latter.
Thrives on the chaos of everyone on screen going like, oh my god, please don't do that.
Yeah.
And everyone in chat being like, what are you doing? And like, yeah.
And then it works.
And then it works because he demands it.
And not to like spoiler that episode of the Harpers, but when he like gave it was like a fox or whatever the name.
Yes.
He like gave his name up, and he was like, "That's fine. You can call me Little Stank."
Little
It worked. I was like, "Oh my god!" Like it was like he doesn't even care. He was like, "Whatever, fine. We'll just keep it moving."
We're just sitting there like, we hate you, but we love you.
Brother Stank was a valuable member of our team. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it was really good.
Oh man.
Yeah, speaking of chaos, how about y'all that were in the little improv behind the screen episode on Wednesday? How about y'all talk about that?
I mean,
it was chaos, but it was very good.
It was chaos. I mean, there was definitely for people who aren't familiar, to quickly recap, Singularity was canceled this week, so we had our one of our resident DMs, Oserox Franco, doing some prep work, and kind of just an open call for some DMs to jump in and answer questions from chat and hang out and just generally have a good time. Because we're like, we're a cool channel. We hang out with cool kids. We do cool things sometimes. And so yeah, we just kind of talked about anything and everything, from world building to computer building to a lot of computer building for a hot second, to the point where I'm pretty sure it was a tech show for a little bit. Just like general hanging out, which is it's always fun, hanging out with everybody here, whether that's in voice chats, or here on the screen. It is just the community that we have here is absolutely wonderful, and speaking of things we haven't linked yet, if someone wants to throw Discord in and someone hasn't already joined, definitely recommend getting in here. I could think even right now there are people in voice chat
I think they are
hanging out, plotting
being
against
the
us.
peanut gallery without
Yeah,
us seeing it.
we see
you
you
know.
guys. We see you, and we love you.
Yeah.
But please be kind.
Yeah, you get a little behind the scenes look at some of the planning and processing for the GMs here at TPK, and then you also get a little behind the scenes of me making an absolute buffoon of myself trying to build a computer.
Oh, buddy.
So yeah, it was very fun. I'm not sure that will be up on YouTube. I think that was just kind of one of the fun things we do here sometimes. And just more reason to keep it locked. Keep it locked here. Oh,
I'm concerned.
why?
I'm concerned with the amount of times someone has uttered the words, "Oh, buddy," in reference to me this week. It has been high. Okay.
That's fair. Like I had major surgery, and you're the one who's like, "Ooh, you had it rough, man." Still, like, are you okay?
Yeah, how's your week been, Tyrant? How are you feeling?
I don't want to talk about it.
Look what we
Tell
did.
me where you're feeling that in your body. Is it in your chest?
You stay away from me, Chrissy. You stay away from me. I
Yeah,
know what you're doing.
That's not coming out until our recap of Murder and Coffee. That's going to be at the end.
No, this week was great. Having coming into the week, I was scheduled for 6 episodes out of the 7 days of the week.
Wow.
Unfortunately, JK's return to Blackchapel was canceled, so lost to do there. Lost a day there. I was looking at chat.
Lost a dude.
Lost a dude.
No, we didn't lose him. In fact, okay, he actually wanted me to talk about his new show that's coming up on I forget which day in January, but it's gonna January 9th,
Yes.
but
Yes.
it's coming up, and he wants y'all to weigh in on what system to play for the very first episode of his new show, Top Shelf. So definitely go over to Twitter, go to his Twitter and vote on that poll, because your vote could count and decide what gets played on the first episode, which would be pretty cool.
I think kids on bikes.
We're going more.
Don't know if that was one of the options. I don't think it was. But
You can. There is an option.
It's not obscure enough.
Oh.
So just in case anyone doesn't know his Twitter handle, I'm gonna pronounce it wrong, I'm sure, but here we go. It's at Caroman Turner. CAROMAN Turner. Okay. Anyways, the options are the Hypertellurians, Heart, the City Beneath, and the Necro Nautilus. Or you can DM him something else, and nobody has chosen that one yet.
Is he watching right now or no? You know what? Okay. I want. Is Kingdom Death a TTRPG system?
If you have to ask.
I can't remember where I heard that. HP saying no. So.
Well.
I'm asking the Google box. Oh no, HP said no.
Miniatures. Thank you, HP.
It's good when I threw a suggestion up to me. It's like, that might be too weird for the first episode. Like, all right.
Love it. Love it.
All right, fine. I have esoteric tastes, I guess.
I'm excited for that. I think he has some, like, we're doing a game this month. And I'm pretty stoked about that. And it's like a really, like, the PDF that we got for the game and the gameplay is like in the little part that says like inspired by, it says the year 2020,
Mhm.
and then like Hunter S. Thompson and like a couple of others, and I was like, wild, this is gonna be so
It's
fun.
going to be fantastic. It's going to be probably as chaotic as 2020, but a nice send off nonetheless.
He has like a magical way to find like really great indie games. So
Yeah. Well, JK has been coming in and dominating the scene recently, and I can't wait to see more of his content. And unfortunately, I don't have a clever segue this time because Paul Blart is off on vacation right now. And so we're gonna move on to Roundhouse Whitebridge. Woo, woo. The triumphant return of DNF Saints Monster of the Week campaign that hosts its sister campaign over at Nat 20. It's the Roundhouse campaign. We host Whitebridge. They host Godswallow. Godswallow is one word, people.
I was thinking God Swallow. What were you thinking?
God swallow. Godswallow.
Oh.
It's not eat the rich anymore, it's eat God.
How dare Turk.
God Swallow.
It's God S Wallow. That's
God. Yeah, it's God S Wallow to you. The most unfortunately named child ever.
God bless.
Well, the
yes,
comma and
he
you
would.
changed the meaning.
Listen here, you hooligan. So the triumphant return of Whitebridge. God, what happened? Okay, so little preface. We had just I say we because I'm in it as well. We had just come out of a situation that had propelled us close to 2 years into the future. So in the matter of an hour or so, we had lost, 1.5-2% of our lives, which is just the best. And we had to face the repercussions of missing so much time. Some of us didn't have to face too much because characters are a little less involved with family members in the community and what's, so what. Sarex Franco's character had to hide from his parents, which is great. Having that kind of turmoil in the campaign, and my character, his father died during that time, and his mother had moved away. So, a lot of tense things starting the episode, and honestly, having all of that kind of squared away and starting the episode between two relatives who were in that position, because Sarah's character and mine are cousins, definitely provided for some very interesting role-playing moments. And one of those role-playing moments I think we should show just really quick.
For sure.
Before I go into the rest of the episode, but this kind of thing can come from having that very serious dialogue.
You sent me the right clip, right?
Mm-hmm. Marty, hey, will you get off your phone? You're gonna
Dude,
you've got a lot to catch up on, I know, but
we've been gone so long that porn is back on Tumblr. I don't think you understand. This changed everything.
What? This is the first thing you look up.
Very, very serious moments.
Very
Yep.
serious.
Listen. When I say serious, the whole episode was very serious. I'm not gonna devalue that part of the show, but much like most of the things that we do here on TPK, there are plenty of hijinks as well.
For sure. That's this entire show, if you
Yeah.
haven't caught on already.
Yeah.
We're very
Yeah.
serious here, actually.
Yeah, no, that's
Hard
the
not to
one
get
rule.
out.
That's the one rule. You must be serious.
Bullshit.
No, but going through, we had to answer questions on why we had been gone for so long. We met new characters and new NPCs, and then we got in contact with the person who sent us on the mission in the first place and established our new headquarters in an abandoned middle school. Just the best. And then we were sent out on a mission to hunt down energy draining beams of some sort. And there was a lot of innuendo and
Herds and birds.
Yep, and there were flames and fires and mentions
HP,
of
no teeth.
yep.
HP, stop that. That didn't happen.
And there was just a lot of there was just a lot. A lot happened, and a lot of it happened in like the last 30 minutes of the
Absolutely.
episode. So if at this point you're still trying to like conserve time, at least go watch the last 30 minutes of that episode, because God, it was
heavy.
a lot.
It was
great
real heavy,
episode to
Doc.
Just curl up and
Yeah.
cuddle with someone during
Mhm.
maybe another person.
Yeah.
Maybe another.
Another one.
Maybe
as,
just
as Saint might
maybe-
put it, a conga line.
Like-
maybe a whole town's worth of people.
Just maybe.
Just the biggest cuddle fest.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, that like the first handful of minutes in that episode felt like a really surreal Quentin Tarantino film.
Yeah.
Like the content of your guys' conversation and like trying to put pieces in from other stories. I was like, am I watching a Quentin Tarantino flick right now? Like, what is happening?
You're waiting for Mr. Pink to walk in.
Yeah, I was like waiting for. I was like, what is going on? Like trying to make up pieces, and I was like, I was like,
I think
This
that's
is a
great
lot.
because you start the series and there's only one conspiracy theorist kind of character. But by this point, just tuning in on any conversation that y'all have, it is literally like, the homeless convention behind the dumpster where everyone's got some codeine and like,
Yeah.
wearing
Mhm.
their tinfoil hats.
Yeah.
It's like, all right,
Well,
we
it's
got to
obvious.
contact the organization.
Yeah, it's quite obvious where the bulk of the conspiracy theory lies still.
mhm.
Namely with the character that snaps his phone every time he receives a message or makes a call. It's also the same person that plays Old Bitey. So
Oh.
yes, HP is literally one of the greatest conspiracy theorists, hands down, in real life and in game. But no, we definitely have been passing the torch with like the weight of planning and prep for those tense battles and moments, just because all of the characters are finally starting to kind of come into their own a little bit. Like my character, for instance, is of the mundane playbook, and he's supposed to literally just be this normal dude that finds himself in this situation. But he's slowly starting to kind of come to grips with his situation, and has allowed himself to open up to a quite literal monster, which is Proper's character, who Proper plays a demon, and accept part of his responsibility or fate in whatever is supposed to come to pass. And in store gained some new powers, which is great. Just great. But yeah, listen, love talking just nonstop, but I think we should go ahead and take a quick break, unless there's anything else you guys want to discuss about the first half of the content before we go to break.
No, as long as there aren't any questions from chat or anything. You guys have
Chrissy?
like a couple
Chrissy, you have any
seconds.
questions?
Chrissy, any questions?
Yeah, I do actually.
Oh, go
Yeah,
ahead.
always
go.
have
Yes,
Please, by all
please,
means.
please,
Well,
please.
no, for I guess so for that game, did you guys? So it had been like this huge jump in time, right? It was like the hour in the last game, and then you jumped forward all of those couple of years, right?
Yep.
In downtime, were you guys like talking about how your characters would respond to that? Because it's like sitting, you guys were like sitting at like that table. That's like how the game started, was like you guys showing up, like everyone kind of like randomly showing up and talking about this sort of stuff. And it was like, I was like, man, I wonder if they talked about this, because your guys' RP is so good sometimes in some of these games that I'm like, they had to have like discussed that prior to, because it's just coming out very naturally. And I just always have questions like that.
There was a little bit of pre-talk about certain things that may or may not happen in those conversations. I will say that about 99% of that pre-talk was about 10 minutes before the show went live.
All right.
So it was kind of like, it had been so long. And I think we had talked at least a little bit about how our characters would react after the last episode. But it's been 2 months. And so kind of going back into it, Saint was like, okay, hey, we're going to start in the diner. We're going to start with this scene, with these characters, start thinking about what you want to talk about, how you're going to react. And then Sarah and I kind of talked a little bit about it, but a lot of it really is just kind of off the cuff. And I can almost say the same for a lot of the stuff that I'm in, at least. I don't do a ton of pre-generation of content, except for like the pre-written spiels at the beginning of this series and Murder and Coffee and stuff like that. But yeah, no, a lot of it's really just kind of whatever the hell comes to my mind in the moment.
Yeah, some of
there
were
so much.
Yeah, there were some really great moments at that like table talk, like between everybody as everyone started coming in. I was like, man, this is like really well done. That's why I feel like when I said it feels like a Tarantino movie, it was like one of those moments where like each time there was like another thing happening, I was like, this feels so layered right now. This is wild for like what it was. It was pretty good. So
yeah, I just try to, at least for me personally, I try to think, what would my character be thinking in this moment, and then I try to mold my mind in that way, which a lot of times is very difficult.
Right.
But I try to, in order to keep that depth of perception of that character and for the audience, and steering conversations in a way that I think will most highlight the qualities of the people engaged in them, I definitely try to tweak my character in that way. Yeah. Anything else?
Yeah.
No, that was good.
Well, I have to go grab some fishing gear for this second half of this episode. Gotta go grab
get the ice cutters real quick.
Some bait and tackle, and maybe a harpoon gun. And we will be back very shortly. And Turk,
Yes.
I believe we have something to show in the intro.
We do. As a heads up, might be a little loud, but I'm gonna try and not blow everyone's eardrums out. So, few minutes, we'll be right back. Please enjoy this fun little teaser.
Is colder
Then the
than
song.
a cold intro.
There it is.
What's up, people?
There it is. It is post halftime hoodie hangout.
Thank you for getting that cue, Turk. You are the man with the plan.
I just have the button.
Yes,
So I don't have a plan. I just have a button.
you do have the button.
You
I have
a
the plan.
and a button.
I love it when a plan comes together. Hey, everybody. Speaking about buttons and plans coming together, let's talk about A-Team. No, I'm kidding. Let's talk about Star Wars.
Let's. Because a long time ago, on a Friday, far, far away, in 2020.
In the mysterious land of TPK.
Yes. A small group of adventurers led by the exceptional Zool DM Dave.
He is by far the best accented DM. Well, no, we've had some really good guest DMs with good accents, but I really love his.
It's coming for your title, Turk.
Honestly, take it. Wait, which one? With an accent or Babe? Because one of those I'm more protective of than the other. Both? I think he's coming for both.
Honestly, like, I think there's multiple people coming for the Babe title after this Star Wars episode.
Mm-hmm.
For sure, with those cosplays, oh
like,
my god, y'all.
Not only did we have a quite the amazing episode, but chat. But chat, though.
Anyway. Sorry. Had to be a bird pretzel. I got hungry after yeah, our band of heroes, some from the New Republic, some from the Crimson Dawn, descended on the planet of Terrace to investigate, well, for different reasons. The Republic is there to secure better relations with the Outer Rim, and the Crimson Dawn is there to do the same, but also for some revenge on someone who cleared out a nest of their operatives. Kind of like a hive of scum and villainy has been cleared away. But we meet our heroes descending onto the planet, meeting up, and right out the gate, this was a really fun adventure to play. Not just because it is set in the Star Wars universe, not just because there's an exceptionally cool title crawl and overlay that, you know, tickles all the right nerd spots for you. But just there's just a lot of fun.
Bonk!
I was bonking you, Tyrant.
Oh!
You were the one making that face.
But yeah, it was really fun. There was a lot of twists and turns. There were some characters we got to play, very familiar faces, and just a lot of really fun character work that we got done. It was a very interesting system to use. I think it was really easy to build as you know, someone who was in the show as one of the New Republic Rangers. I have to say, making a character in the D6 system was incredibly easy and fun because you just got to focus on what was happening. Yeah, well, you can certainly still try. I guess I got some recap to do. And it was. I just had a lot of fun doing this one because I love Star Wars, guys. It was my that is my like childhood. It is my childhood. I'll just leave that sentence there. Uh, and getting to play in that, even as even as a most basic concept of the characters that I liked growing up was an absolute delight. It was really fun. Had some amazing moments. Lots of d6s were rolled.
Lots of d6s we roll.
And I think it had this, it was overall a very well put together adventure. I mean, if you saw previously Clouds in Funland, you know the amazing work that gets put into these. And I could say, while it isn't as gory and horrifying, horror themed, I think it's got a lot of the same group energy, and everyone just seemed to be having a good time, which is great. Speaking of characters interact with old, I wanted to show everyone a quick clip, just to give everyone a vibe, not only of Proper's amazing character, some of the character work I was speaking of briefly, but also some of that accent stuff, and give you kind of a taste of how characters new and old got to interact on Friday.
And he'll be like, "Oh, it's so wonderful to see another droid involved in this mission. I'm C-3PO, human-cyborg relations. I don't recognize your model. What is your area of specialty?"
Oh la dee da! A droid in gold! How fancy!
Oh, well, how rude. And he'll kind of hobble, walk back. You do have rasp, by the way. I'm assuming you just...
Yeah. KX was a lot of sass.
For sure, but
A lot of sass.
who does not love a sassy android, though? To be fair,
It does seem to be a TBK staple. Is any kind of animatronic or robotic figure must contain way too much sass.
that's actually very true. Come to think about it, like not even just KX or Harper's or I'm thinking more of the Everon Express, also a very sassy.
Listen, we
android.
have
That's
a pretty
fascinating.
we have a pretty sassy Warforged butler in Paranormal in Sherlock.
We
So
found,
I think
yeah,
it
we
is
found a
necessary.
pattern.
I
I
mean,
don't think we were supposed to find this pattern, you guys, but we found it. Uh-oh.
Oh
where's
no!
last HP with the conspiracy on
All
that?
right, look. It all ties together. The secret is all the robots are sassy, but for what? Why?
Why?
We're gonna figure it out.
It's branding. Let's be real.
Yes,
It's
Luca.
branding.
Brett, speaking of branding, my mug came in today, and I'm very happy about it, you guys.
I love
It's
it.
so
It's a great
cute. I
mug.
absolutely love it.
Hey,
And
speaking of mugs,
speaking of mugs,
listen, all of you. I don't know why I'm holding a screwdriver. Listen, all of you lovely viewers out there. For those of you who do watch the content frequently and are coming to watch the content recap show because you're the real OGs, or if you're trying to get into the content, we have a special thing for you. All right, for the month of December, at least, I think we're probably going to do some more of this kind of stuff. For the month of December, any clip that is submitted for December content within the month of December will be entered into our clip contest. We, the hosts, will be choosing 3 clips to present to the community. The community will then choose its favorite clip, and the submitter of that clip will receive TPK merchandise.
heck,
What's up?
yeah. And if you guys have any more questions about more specific rules, it is pinned within the Streaming Clips channel in our Discord, so definitely take a look at that just to make sure you've got all your ducks in a row before putting in some more awesome clips.
And we have gotten a lot of clips, but don't worry, we're on top of our shit. So
We are
We're so
actually,
on our shit.
for once we actually are.
yes. Keep when it comes to logistics, we got you. When it comes to running a show, is that what we're doing? I don't know.
I thought this was a podcast.
Wait, is
Oh,
it not a
God.
podcast? Oh God, are we live? Are we on the internet?
Uh-oh.
What's this
Oh
little
shit!
box?
Oh no,
I'm
I
in?
said the thing. Oh no, I
Why
said
would
the
you
thing.
say it?
Don't
How
sue me,
dare you?
please.
How dare you?
Hey, listen. We like to have fun here.
We have to.
The
Have
Can we
points
talk about
don't
something
matter.
really quickly though?
Of course.
Absolutely.
Okay, I just need to bring it up because we haven't talked about it yet with Star Wars. Everyone who participated did such good they did such good sentences, words. They did
Welcome
so
to
good
TPR.
on their like the cosplay or
Mhm.
however you want to put it.
For sure. Absolutely. Oh
Yep.
my god. There was so much commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Cosplay. Not
Listen,
medical.
Turk, we
Hey,
appreciate
bud.
you.
Okay, listen. This is okay. So Luca spent a long time putting together her Ahsoka cosplay,
so good.
So
and
good.
Cole did an amazing job with
Yes.
with his character Errol. And I knew Luca was doing it, and I thought like, oh, okay, she's playing like an established character. Okay, she's going to be the only one that cosplays. It's not going to be weird if I don't dress up. And then Cole came on the call, and he like was all decked out in his stuff, and I was like, well, shit. Now I have to do something. And so I was like, all right, damn it. And I tore my headset off and I went into my changing closet. Changing closet. Thank you, words. Yes. And threw on that ensemble, and I guess we threw together some sort of badass, heavy, beat 'em up kind of dude who has a soft spot.
And
but-
it worked.
Yes. But the real genius here was Turk's cosplay, because just
Correct.
just I mean, come on. Turk, you want to talk about your cosplay?
Yeah, of course. Here, there's a lot of thought behind it. See, I have to wear this because my nose leaks because I had surgery on it, and it's gross. And I'm sorry if you all were grossed out by that, but you know, I basically do this. Thankfully, it's not really doing that right now, so I don't have to. So once I got out of the surgery center, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a problem. I'm gonna have to have this on camera. People. Oh, 1 second. Okay, now you can hear me again.
Okay.
That was scary. For some
Panic.
reason. Yeah, I got major panic. But yeah, no, I was like, all right, this is gonna be on camera, and we're gonna have to explain this to everyone. I'm like, all right, we can do this. People have things in their nose in Star Wars. And I remember initially I had the concept of like the former slave like pretty well down, because I was just thinking of like when I was initially making the character, that was something I thought would be cool as a concept to play as. And then I'm like, oh, okay, well, what if he was on combat stims or something, or he had like some kind of like drug slurry that had to go through his nose because of something that happened in his past. And it's like, all right, I'm like, yeah, that works.
And it worked. You did it. It was very good.
Well, thank you. I'm
killed
glad. I'm glad everyone was on board and bought into the universe and not focusing on my nose injury.
No, but I mean, so much effort was put into all of the characters, the cosplay, the character creation, the RP, the game itself. Zool, David Dudka, the game master, was so knowledgeable of the Star Wars lore and universe. Like he was referencing obscure canon, canon that was like uncanonized when Disney took over, and they're slowly bringing back all of that stuff. And like he was so knowledgeable about all of these different things. He was able to pull in specific phrases and references and
They
character.
said the line.
Yes, many lines were said.
Yes.
Very many setups for lines as well. Luca was able to say, "I've got a bad feeling about this," which is the greatest. All in all, it was an amazing Star Wars experience, and it was just so much fun to finally live in that universe. I felt like, and David, he's an amazing GM. He's a great guy. He messaged a few of us after the show, and was saying how thankful he was that he was able to run that game for us and stuff like that, and just it's incredible when you see, because also, if you didn't know, David wrote that entire one shot for us. And so all of the detail he put into it, all of the technicality, and so appreciative of Fazul. Yes, Chrissy.
I have a question. Did he create the character sheet? Because I think Luca Locke posted a photo of like, I maybe it was a mini. I'm trying to like picture it in my mind, but then had like some of the character sheet. But man, that looked like a super intimidating character sheet.
So it's.
But I couldn't see the whole thing, so I wasn't sure.
So I believe the game is run off of the West End Star Wars D6 system.
Okay.
So I think a lot of it, yes. So he blended elements of West End and Fate into his own kind of modified versions there. And so I'm not entirely sure what exactly was him and what was established, those systems content. But if you ask, I'm sure he would respond via Discord. Again, that's Fazul on Discord.
Yeah, it was interesting to see the photo because I was like, man, some of the, even like the little words, I think I like even tried to like make it bigger and see if I could see more of Luca's photo to see what else. But it just looked like they had like a ton of different options. And like, as you get higher up, I would assume you'd add more D6s and stuff, and it would just become like a lot.
To be fair, Luca was also playing a very high level Force user.
Yeah.
I don't know, at least for me looking at my sheet, it was like, I have certain skills. Like, if there was a pilot check, I would be rolling my most at 6.
Oh, yeah.
6.
Yeah.
But like, when it was like time to fight, I'm like, I have 5. And it's like, I have 21 D6.
It was very intimidating. Near the end, Luca playing Ahsoka Tano went off to fight a dark Force user. And I don't think they would necessarily be classified as Sith. Well, we'll just say Sith.
Sith. Yeah, why not?
And I, as a normal character, not Force sensitive at all, decided, hey, let's take my non-lightsaber melee weapon and go join that fight.
Great idea.
And it turned out fine, but like,
oh no, yeah, it added, at least as a viewer, in my opinion, like it added something very different to the story than like what would happen, like most likely cinematically, like just be like, yeah, the one-on-one fight, and then like they're like, oh yeah, she's got it, and then like go off and do something else. It added something different and something else, and that's what kept me in watching it more, honestly.
Yeah. And like the math behind it, I think at one point, I think I used so there are these aspects and goals that you can use that add 2d6 on top of whatever skill you would normally be using. So I think, and I used a force point, which doubles your dice for the round. And so at at my top, I was rolling 16d6 for my skills. Yeah. I think Luca's top number was like in the mid to high 30s
Wow.
for how many d6 she was having to roll, and Fazul the same. And I'm just like, okay, I don't know how I'm gonna compete with this.
I know.
Like I ran up and I got into that fight and I started rolling dice, and somehow I hit with the first attack, and then I'm like, okay, here's this and here's this and here's this, and he's like, yeah, I got like 60s. I was like, oh no.
Oh.
Should just come out and blasted some battle droids. But also,
Yep.
no, it was really good.
It was
But it was like super impressive to watch. Like it was like one of those things where, as you guys were going through some of that stuff and having and I think this is one of the cool parts of TPK in general, is like having the writers of the one shots do the one shots. They bring in like a whole different element to like what they're picturing. So like even my understanding of Star Wars and my mental imagery was kind of like stepped up a little bit, because his knowledge, like you said, like him bringing canon, non-canon, like all of this different stuff, and like I was like, what
Also,
is happening?
like, I can't be the only one that was extremely impressed by his intonation and speech when
Oh
he was
my
doing
gosh,
different
yes.
NPCs.
Or
Like
just
his
the
Lando
fact-
Calrissian was
Oh my
just
God, yes.
How are you doing that? That's amazing.
Turk.
Sorry, we had a moment where my computer decided it didn't like my headset being in.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, okay.
So it's okay now, but we missed a little bit of your go off there. Heck, if you wanna go off again.
Yeah.
I mean, what I was saying, yeah, just like the fact that I like, when I was listening in, I was like tabbed off during some of it, but as soon as, the stormtrooper voices came in, like I seriously thought like a voice modulator or something was being used. So I tabbed back over and I just
See-
talking to
Just had,
myself,
like,
and I'm
he was
like,
just, like,
what?
talking
Just
into a
talking into a
cup.
cup.
That's madness. That's
So
cool.
good.
Like what? Like I would not be able to do that. That is, it just I was very
it's over there.
impressed.
It's over there. Go get him.
Hey, hey, stop that. Yeah, no, I never even considered that. That's just
It was so good.
It was really good. It added, like, I don't know, it happened when we had the gentleman, I can't remember his name. You guys are so good with the names, but the gentleman who wrote Electric Bastion Land,
Chris
him
McDowell.
too- Chris McDowell. Like when he was on too, and having Fazul on, I can't remember, Dave. What's his name? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got it.
Sorry,
Dave.
I'm really bad with names,
You got
guys.
it.
And
You got
everybody
it
has
now.
all these like weird internet names too, so I'm like, I don't know what to call you. But it just always adds like this really cool, awesome layer that I don't think, I know me as a DM, I don't know that I could have brought to that Star Wars universe the same way. It was really cool to watch.
No. He is very, very good at what he does.
Yes. His
You know-
accent is
Sure.
my favorite.
Yeah, and he generated such a cathartic experience for all of us Star Wars lovers, much like you generate a cathartic experience for a lot of your patients, Chrissy.
Hey,
let's-
Paul Blart is back,
Paul
y'all.
Blart is back.
Good.
Meow, segues. Let's move on. Holding the screwdriver again. Let's move on to Murder and Coffee.
Yes. This is not a coffee, but
Hey, beverage.
I
It
need to
works.
get decaf coffee, guys, because like I crave
No.
coffee at night, and I've had 2 cups in the last
Oh.
hour. So
Bruh.
well. I'll talk to you tomorrow at 4 a.m.
yep.
Yeah.
You're gonna be up till 4 anyway.
We're gonna have to do another
it's
voice
fine.
chat and Quiplash tonight then. So you don't just stay up.
Absolutely.
I'm
So,
down.
for those of you who don't know, Murder and Coffee is our GM advice and talk show. And so it was a brainchild of Luca Locke, and she has graciously let me take the reins of it. And I have been having so much fun hosting the show because it's just so cool to talk about some of these topics with the people I'm able to bring on. Our first show was horror themes and TTRPGs. Second show was and the first show was with Cole, Luca, and Sarah. The second show was content creation and like story and character NPC creation with Zeke Gonzalez, and Zeke is just the coolest.
The goat.
I'm
Yes.
not gonna lie, I've been like sucked down a rabbit hole with his Twitter and all of his content now.
Same.
Yeah. He is
God.
amazing, and I'm so happy he joined the Discord community
I
too.
know, and he's been linking stuff,
And he's been watching a lot of stuff, and he's been interacting, and I think he might start to like write stuff for TPK and like run stuff for us.
He is more
crossing my fingers there.
More
so
ecology things,
yes,
more
very,
entomology,
very
more ichthyology. Please, I need it. I please that. The biologist in me, you know, it's so weird. I can call myself a biologist now because I have a degree, which is really strange. But yes, I love it. I absolutely love it.
All the power.
I have power. Whack.
Whack. No, but having Chrissy on yesterday was amazing. I think these episodes just keep getting better and better. And being able to talk about this topic about therapy and TTRPGs, it was just so incredible and so potent to me. I know a lot of people in chat were like, I know a couple people like were getting very emotional and kind of thinking about like how that could help them. So without going into everything that we talked about, I'm gonna try to recap this. But we started out talking about Chrissy, your process and a lot of the stuff that you do for your specific therapeutic sessions, and then we came back and we talked about stuff that happens in normal games that can be seen as therapeutic experiences. And then we ended up talking about one of the most stressful things in TTRPGs, which is character death, because my voice decided to go out for a second there. Too much talking. But we do have a clip of Chrissy, submitted by Chrissy, because she's the greatest.
Clippy clip.
She's the greatest. So let's show that clippy clip real quick.
This clippy clip.
Tried to stop thinking, you know what, DM, I'm going to try to reach out for a friend. I'm going to reach my arm out into the deep unknown of this fog, and I'm going to try to find my friend. Okay, well, I'm going to lower the DC on that because now you're utilizing a support group. You're changing the way that you are thinking. You're reaching out for help, which is hard for somebody who struggles with depression. Usually we want people reaching out to us. And
It's really freaking good advice. I need to watch the rest of that.
If you don't know, all of the Murder and Coffee episodes so far are just chock full of good advice and just amazing content. So go stop holding the screwdriver. Go watch Murder and Coffee, because it's not because of me. Don't come to watch because of me, but come to watch because of the incredible people that we bring on, because it's so cool to hear what they have to share with the community, to share with the TTRPG community as a whole, to share with us. So, Chrissy, it was incredible to have you on and to have you talk about these topics. And honestly, I hope we can do one in the future as well, just kind of like a follow-up to talk about the science
Yes.
And I know
Please, more science.
Yes, I know there was kind of a stigma that we had at the beginning of the episode where we had so much to talk about, and we both wanted to talk about the science so much, and in order to not get down to the absolute nitty gritty, which would probably have us do like a 4-hour episode, which I'm okay with. Which I'm okay with in the future, but like, I definitely want to talk more about that at some point because science in general is just so cool.
Science rules.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think like, and I know people were messaging. A couple people messaged me after the episode, and they were like, "Hey, do you have like any info I can look into about this?" Because, I mean, what people don't realize is that like it sounds like such a cool thing is to like do D&D therapy or do gaming therapy. You know, ultimately what I'm working on currently is this whole like gaming therapy thing, but like there's legitimate science behind it. Like we're just not tossing out ideas. There's things that happen in your brain and things that happen on when I can see I'm starting to nerd out already. But there's
by all means, go.
Yeah, so you know, as we get older and we start shutting down different parts of our creative minds, and that idea of like imagination play and imagination therapy, it's like the two sides of our brain start working tandemly, and we wonder how hours disappear and how anxiety releases and all of these different things. It's really cool. It's been a really interesting experience for me to explore it as far as like academia, but it also is really cool to watch people do it all the time without even realizing they're doing it. And I know we did talk about that quite a bit, about how therapeutic things can be without being therapy. So,
yep.
But I would love to talk about it more.
Yeah, and I think we scratched the surface in this episode of Murder and Coffee, and you know, there's a lot of great stuff. You know, there were specific tips for GMs in the episode. A lot of it was Chrissy and I nerding out. Chrissy proper and I nerding out because proper definitely got into it too. But we were able to salvage some GM tips for you. So if you're going for the tips, go check it out. If you want to just hear some awesome content, go check it out. In other words, go check it out because it's just so good. It's so good.
Yeah, I mean, from that episode, we signed off that episode, and I like popped down, and I have like a notebook that I write my modules in. And I wrote a couple just from sitting there talking, and I was That's like, awesome. Oh, I could do that with that. And I didn't even think about it. So it was helpful to even me, because I was like, hey, that fog idea, I should.
Yeah, and you know, that's something that we've talked about in previous Murder and Coffee episodes too. Like how you generate content. Sometimes you just have to talk it out, right? So yeah, again, it was incredible to have you. It's incredible to have you on this show too. Thank you so much for coming on both shows and giving us in the community more of your time. We love having you here.
Yeah, this is amazing. I love all of this stuff. So I'm obviously fairly new to TPK, but I'm a huge fan. Huge nerd for
I think
TPK.
You are in good company. I think we're all huge fan nerds of TPK.
Exactly. Listen, we are your fans too, okay? Or just like the two of us, Chrissy, like just being like major fans of the Harpers. I feel like we're the super fans that, you know, are just kind of watching all of the content.
I get super creepy with the Harpers.
Oh, it's great. It's
when
fantastic.
people like bring up Harpers, I'm like, oh, are you talking about Harpers?
Oh,
yeah.
Let me move closer to the computer.
Harpers?
Harpers? Hello? What?
What's that?
Did you read the docs? Which doc are you up to?
It's going to get to a point where like we can't use the Harpers faction in any other content because we'll be like, what are you talking about? This isn't right.
That's not the same. Yeah. Like again, like, you know, so outside of TPK, I'm in a Dragon Heist campaign, right? And yeah, so my character, my bard, has gotten invited to be part of the Harpers in that thing. And I'm like, oh my god, like, wait, but it's not the same thing, but like a crossover, and it's so good.
I have to admit, I think Niffer just made like probably the best comment, and she said, they said the best part of TPK is that all of us are everyone else's biggest fans.
Yes, exactly.
Yep,
No,
yep, that's
we're
it.
a bunch of nerds, all hyping each other up, all giving each other support, because we all make amazing things.
Yeah.
And it's really easy to be supportive of this community when the community keeps putting out amazing things and giving you love right back. So,
Mhm.
I mean,
Or the fact that you guys are fine with me nerding about birds in chat.
Oh, absolutely. Come on, it's
Just,
great.
like tagging people as different birds.
It's great. Listen, the more content you consume, the more content you'll be able to generate, right?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
so even if it's like the most outlandish wild thing that you're consuming, like I never would have expected to know or want to know about the etymology of birds, right? So like I don't even know if etymology is the right word, but we're going to go with it.
If you're talking about naming conventions, yes.
I think a lot of that. I think we do that a lot. Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah. Well, you had the like what is this bird days, those contests in Off Topic a while ago, and I was so fervently trying to look. I was like, is it this? Is it this?
You were trying so hard, and I was so happy. Like again, like the taxonomy nerd in me is just like, oh, like you guys are so close. Like you're in the same like family, or you're getting close to it now. And I'm just like, but that's the thing. Like I had to finally get to the last hint, and I was like, if I had given the hint about it being a Kingdom Hearts character first, you guys would have immediately figured it out. So I'm like, dang it, I can't do that. But who knows? I might get back into the weekly ideas again. We'll see if that happens. But
all I'm saying is like we talked about having a personal segment on all of the TPR episodes. So just let me know. Just let me know.
Just me rambling about birds for like an hour. I'll do it.
Let's do it.
Listen. No, I actually have like an entire PowerPoint presentation about the rehabilitation of birds because I had to do it for my biology seminar.
Yes.
Like I could just do that.
Oh my god. Maybe we'll do like a special episode.
well, yeah, we gotta do a lot of
when
episodes.
there's nothing pressing happening, but that's gonna be a long time from now.
Yeah.
Listen, hey, listen, all of you people in chat and everyone who's going to watch this later. There comes a point in your life where you stop having to do presentations and you start wanting to do presentations. And that is the point where Heck is right now. And I think it's an incredible moment, and I think we should recognize that.
Listen, I can back that up. I can do the same thing with therapeutic gaming. So you tell me, I'll put together a PowerPoint today. For sure. I'll do it.
Christmas week is bird week.
Oh.
Sure.
Listen, you know what? I think that's a good idea. How about we do this? How about we have, starting in January, we do a community appreciation week or month or something like that, where every day we post a PowerPoint or a recorded presentation of a topic of a certain community member's choice.
I'd be down.
I think that's pretty cool.
Speak it into existence. We just did.
I mean, hey, Luca will talk to you all about bees.
I'm down. Oh my god, Luca, yes. Please talk to me about bees. I need to know more about bees.
You could essentially link my TEDx. We could start with that.
Yep. But hey, no matter what we do, we always make dope shit. All right. And speaking of, let's talk about the dope shit that's coming up this next.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
I mean, heck. Oh no.
Hell.
Yep, I have seen Luca's presentation on bees, and I can confirm it is the greatest thing you will ever see. It is Incredible.
This future is so bright, it washes out my entire face.
Yep. So welcome to the next module week, y'all.
Yeah, module week.
Module week.
First up, we have Turk playing some character.
Yeah, well, I'll handle this one. On Monday, we return to Gothic Earth, London, for another rousing round of mystery cracking with Sherlock investigations. I will not be playing Sherlock this time, unfortunately. He is busy. But we will be bringing in another returning character from another previous one of Cole's One Shots. And it promises to be very fun. There's been a streak of grave robbings that we're looking into. And apparently the monster is mighty spooky.
Ooh.
So
I've seen the spoilers. It's gonna be gonna be a thing.
If the reference photos that Cole has been sharing in chat have anything to do with it, it is going to be a thing, and it's going to be great. And I'm trying not to have a character die. It's gonna be great.
That's fine. I'll be in chat. I'll try to help you guys not die.
Thank you very
I'm
much.
pretty attached to my character for Sherlock, so I really hope she doesn't die.
Yeah.
Hey, where my chat goblins at? Who's gonna make sure they die? Let's go.
No more TPKs because of chat. And then halfway through, they decide that they want them to live after all.
Listen. We have equal balance here, right? Balanced, as every good thing should be.
Mm-hmm.
Next.
Next, we got more Beyond the Undergrowth, y'all.
Hey-yo.
I
thought you were taking that.
Oh, I mean, y'all know this is TPK's long-running Tomb of Annihilation campaign, and now they're going to be back to business after having to deal with some cursed things that I recapped in last episode. We'll see where they go.
We will see indeed.
I'm here for the singing when it comes to
yes.
Beyond the Undergrowth.
More singing, more
Cole,
musicals.
I know you're gonna be listening to this
Every episode.
I want you to know we still appreciate every single one of your songs. It will make it into every single clip.
Yes, it makes us very happy.
We're making a mashup. Don't worry.
We'll do one of those like every song reference hidden in Beyond the Undergrowth.
Yes.
Hidden.
Well, they're the same word.
Speaking of hidden song references, we're not there yet.
We're not there yet.
That's a good little segue there, Turk.
You want me to jump all the way to Saturday, or should I?
No.
Should we take it back to Wednesday and Barovia?
Let's take it back.
Yeah, good old Walking Wednesday.
Where we join our group once again in Darkest Night, Brightest Light. They stopped a ritual, and a paladin sworn never to harm a human being had to break a bit of their oath a little bit. It's fine though. So we're gonna see what happens there. It promises to once again be an exceptionally fun session. There is a deck of TPK things in play still from last session. As a reminder, your some of the effects have longer lasting impacts than you might expect. We're gonna see what happens there as that player and that character deal with that new impact, a new ability rather. But it promises to be very exciting. I mean, as it always is. So I would keep it locked on TPK for some dark themed goodness and plenty of child rearing management.
I mean, yep.
And on Thursday,
we got more dragon stuff, kind of. We don't know. There might be more dragons. But for now, there's just cultists that our party has in our possession. For Tyranny of Dragons, our TPK roleplay is Queen's Gambit. So be ready for that. We are a very chaotic party, and I couldn't tell you what's going to happen next. My character is currently an elk still, so you know.
Yeah, I think we're all trying to flee. I think at this point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that that's gonna go quite the way we wanted it to, but we're trying.
Yep.
Dang it. You're gonna try, dang it.
Yeah,
We're
I
gonna
think I'm gonna try to ride an elf.
Heck yeah.
Who knows?
Well, on Friday, we have the return of Frost Maiden, and
A reminder.
the return of the dastardly, evil, pernicious Almighty.
And a reminder.
For now.
There is a bounty on his head.
There is a bounty on his head, and it is large, and it will be fulfilled. All you viewers out there, grab your fishing poles and let's get to work. But no, at the end of the last episode, they attacked a bunch of gerblins and stole stole a sled from those gerblins who ran away. So now we found out that the adventuring group is actually like they're the bad guys because they just murdered a bunch of goblins, and but we'll see. Wow, just a lot of bots in chat.
They heard
That's-
what we
It's
did
okay, I
they
got
heard what
him.
we did to the battle
Pew.
droids.
Yeah.
Me, Sir Hecklot, fastest band hammer in the West. FBI, open up.
But yeah, no, they are making their way north to find something cairn. I can't remember what it is called exactly, but they are trudging through the icy tundra, and there will no doubt be more shenanigans and probably a return of... It's the bounty calling out all desperate seekers. How dare you, HP? How dare you, old bitey? We are coming for your head. For your head! And would be very funny, and I hope happens because we like it when tumultuous trouble and troublesome things happen. But Turk, your segue from earlier.
That's a clever song reference that we made, and it's on everyone else to figure out what the song reference is. Because Saturday we have the Bar's Refrain. Following up last time, the group stopped a political assassination, kind of, mostly. But now the famous politician that we need to get help for the border wall. That sounds... Oh boy. But it's a good one. It's keeping out all the darkness and evils. Oh no. Oh boy. It's keep out literal chaos magic.
That's better.
And there was a ice spitting black dragon, and we are trying to save this politician, and also there's probably going to be some revenge, hopefully, for certain characters. Because wow, I really want to kill Jumpin' Jack Flash.
I mean, who doesn't, though?
Just for a name like that, Jumping Jack Flash.
He was like, watch the
Jack-
episode. He's so annoying.
Jack Flash. Yeah, well, okay.
Yeah, the one thing that you gave for the description.
An annoying halfling teleports.
Never. We're not even talking about.
Hey, what?
Hashtag Jack
Jack
sucks.
sucks. That's my... Yes.
Are we It's gonna be like the Raven personality. Like, how'd you make your character? I'm like, oh yeah, I just based it off of my own personality and everything. To make you all feel terrible. I'm not confirming that yet, but when it does get confirmed, you're all gonna feel bad.
We should get that. We should get that hashtag trending. Nefer, intern, get on that, please.
But yeah, Bards Refrain is obviously going to be really fun. You should tune in. It's run by the ever wonderful DM Osara Franco, featuring myself, Lukolak, Saint, and Noir. And it is always a barrel of laughs, a whole lot of emotions, and just a cup of insanity. And there's always a musical reference, which you should definitely keep your eyes and ears open for, because it's a lot of fun. If we get it, we get inspiration. If you guys get it, you get to feel smarter than us, which is pretty cool.
And I have to say, not to put all of the NaNoWriMo folks out on blast, because I'm included in that, but we didn't do great at NaNoWriMo. But Sarah was killer, so she shared some of her Bard's Refrain stuff. Nothing spoilery or anything like that. But the depth in which she puts the effort in for that on Saturdays is chef's kiss. It is just so good.
Her notes are extensive and they scare me. Where my notes are basically like this, like just a piece of paper, being like.
Was it JK that uses the sticky notes?
Yeah,
Yes,
the sticky
it's
note
a
wall.
Sticky note wall.
I love that
Still,
so
again,
much.
still more organized than I am.
Yeah, well,
Walk into a session with like a sexy goblin.
You should see my notes. It's literally like a piece, just like a piece of paper that says "goblins?" ?
In cave.
No.
No.
Listen,
we'll do it live.
Listen, I was hoping that Sarah was like, "Oh, I'll share some of the Bard's Refrain stuff with you guys. Nothing spoilery, but like, tell me what you think." And I was really hoping that I would be able to pick up in her notes some of the like the sicklets of the music. I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna get some extra hints." Nope. It's just so good, and it's so sneaky and so good that I was like, damn it. I got like stuff ahead of time and I still can't figure it out.
Yeah, like oh my gosh, it has to be Christmas themed, like right, like I hope it is. It needs to be a Christmas song, please. Please. Or at least like a winter, like it like like Let It Snow isn't necessarily Christmas, it's like a winter thing. So what about that? Like I don't know. I really hope it is though.
Yeah. Well, whatever it is, it probably will be Christmas themed, so or at least a holiday song.
We can hope.
But it will be very interesting and super fun, and I hope you all can come join us, because I'm hoping by then my nose will be not stuffed. So that might be Monday might be. Well, we'll see. Might still be swollen.
You know what's crazy? Throughout all of the entire Harper's episode, we didn't get a hype train once.
Yeah, it's because I don't think we had enough like different kinds of support. Like yeah, because it was all bits. It was all bits for the most part, but you need like bits, donations, and subs, I think, or something like some weird combination. And I think we didn't hit that right combination.
Yeah, I think it has to be 3 different monetary actions.
I think it's someone needs to sub, someone needs to gift subs.
Or something like that. Yeah, it has to be like different things, not just all bits. And we did all bits.
The hype train was in our hearts. Absolutely.
It was.
Yeah. And you know what? Was. The hype train derailed the session.
It did. It absolutely did.
But that's
and then it brought it back on somehow, but in not quite the right way. So like one set of wheels was on and one set of wheels wasn't, and it was you couldn't look away. You couldn't look away, just like an actual train wreck. Like
mm-hmm.
When Harper's become Zorpo's Zorpo, what was it? right?
Zorpies.
Zorpies. Yeah.
Zorpies.
Zorpies. I mean, there was shenanigans. There was pure
There's shenanigans.
shenanigans.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do about it? It was great. Again, watch
I mean,
that.
would you say this Harper's was more shenanigan-y than
What
the
happened?
last?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that one.
Ooh, that's a good
'Cause
question.
there were plenty of shenanigans in both.
There was a lot of shenanigans in both. I feel this was more chat incentivized shenanigans, whereas you all are just I will say this until the dying day. I have tried to make this one-shot world and kind of like made it all political, like, you know, Game of Thronesy, like all these intersecting plots, and y'all are just like Rosencrantz and Guildenstern of this world. I'm like,
Pretty
yes,
much.
here's
I
this
was thinking the
complex
same
political
thing.
situation. It's like, we don't trust you. Here's a lot of gold. Oh, well, think about it. And here's some food, I guess. Oh, well, now you get it. Oh, this
For
is
sure.
some tense political negotiations here. Let's crack a joke and see if we can get thrown out first, because we don't like anybody.
I think one of my favorite parts was you getting up and walking out of the room.
Yep. You
Yeah,
had to walk away.
Look, there's
Y'all do your thing.
there's a point. Honestly, that was not like a I'm done with y'all. Like I'm angry and done. That was literally there is always like a point where you're like, I don't need to be on this show anymore. You guys can just
They got this.
They got this. They have Steve.
Yeah,
we
they have
went
Steve.
we went from a one-shot written in D&D 5e when the players were like, no, we're gonna play in Fiasco.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yes.
It's all just
Oh,
a murder. Right on time.
all right. Well, Chrissy, thank you again so much for joining this week, and we can't wait to see the content that you're in this coming up week, and then all of the future of TPK. And we hope that we genuinely hope that you are able to do more and you choose to do more,
Yeah.
because we love having you around. So thank you so much. Thank you, everyone in chat who has stuck around through the episode and through all of our shenanigans here at the end. We love all of you. Please continue to watch TPK's content. And if you miss it, you can always find TPK's content on YouTube, which is linked in chat. Someone's going to link it in chat. I have total faith that someone will link it in chat. And if you want to join the shenanigans of TPK, you can also join the Discord, which is wow, just a lot. Yes, thank you to join the Discord, which is now linked in chat as well. And if you want even more TPK content, you can look. Oh, hello, Sneakers.
She barged in.
Hello. If you want to know more about the content, go check out the schedule. But if you want even more content like Harper's downtime activities,
Oh, yeah.
check out the
Oh my
Patreon,
gosh.
which is in chat.
Yes.
Hey yo.
No, I got the
Let's link
Patreon
everything
first.
Oh, did
3
you?
times.
And if you want TPK merchandise, check out the merchandise.
I don't.
Oh, we don't have a merchandise link.
Oh, we
How
don't.
dare we?
Uh-oh.
Oh
Well,
no.
we'll get it later.
Someone needs to talk to Cole about these things.
Mhm.
Wait a minute.
Wait. Oh, we do.
What?
Oh,
What?
it's just merch.
we
Oh.
have a merch link.
We're so dumb.
We're so dumb.
Not a single thought in our head.
Oh, we need a merch link. We don't even try the merch link.
We doubted Cole.
You
Cole
know
is
what,
gonna.
guys?
Hi, Cole. How you doing? I know you're listening to this.
You know what? We should probably get a list of all the links.
I think we should too.
And if you want a 24/7 video cam of Snickers throughout the day. Just go ahead and exclamation point Snickers.
I
And
mean, I
if
could
that's
set
not
up
a
like
link,
if people
not
are
a link
actually
now.
in. Yeah, people are actually in for like. Oh my god, I have a dog barking now. Bork bork.
Bork.
But I don't know. I could make like an Instagram for her or something if people would be in.
Yes, Snickers Instagram. Let's do it. But anyway, that brings us to the end of our regularly scheduled content. Thank you all. So, how dare you, HP? How dare you bring up that foul creature in the chat?
I like that he did that and it brought up the Discord link.
I know. How dare?
Oh no,
How dare.
he's infiltrated the Discord.
We will. Okay, breaking out of character real quick. We will be having an old bitey link at some point.
Yeah, I'll send you a local
Very
seafood
nice.
place.
And the link will actually directly ship chunks of Old Bitey to your door. So if you want that reward level, help us with the assassination attempt, and we'll get there.
Oh, there's nothing attempt about it.
Yeah, we turned it around, HP. Anyway, thank you all so much for coming out. Join us again next Sunday, same time, 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST. Did I get that correct?
Yes,
Heck
you did.
yeah.
Yeah.
And continue watching all of the incredible content. And we will see all of you in the next episode.
Bye, say bye, Snickers.
All right, goodbye, everybody.
Bye.